Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is it going? We are continuing on with Snatcher. We're on the home stretch of the end of the game, so I think we should be able to maybe even finish it tonight. So what? Hey, Zan? How's it going? But yeah, tonight we are going to be continuing on with Snatcher. Where we just left off, we found out there might be a Snatcher within our midst. We have to go find out what is going on or where we need to go next. So yeah, if you're just joining me for the first time, I do have streams for the past couple times I've been playing this game. This is one of my favorite games from the Sega CD back in the day. So good. So Azan, I have no idea what you're saying there. But how you doing there tonight there, bud? But yeah, so this game has been super good. It's one of the games I haven't played in so many years. It has its quirks and all that, yes, but it is super good. So, but yeah, we will continue on. So let's hop over to Snatcher. Turn that off. There we go. All right. So yeah, we just escaped. Our car was compromised and had to crash, and we rid the way on the back of a motorcycle. Unicycle? Something like that. But either way, now we have to go let's explore Queens or Olean's Hospital. All right, so let's go inside. Oop. There we go. Go inside. All right, now entering the security system. Lock disabled. All right, random, let's go. I'm ready for anything. All right, I'll open the door. What kind of weird adventures will this be? We're inside the hospital. It's really quiet in here. There has to be an entrance to the lower level in here somewhere. Move to room 3. Gillian, let's try switching all my light on, shall we? Pitch black in here, ain't it? Use metal gear. Metal gear. Turn on light. All right, turn your light on. Yes, sir. Coming on. All right. The light is now on. I'll turn control over to you now, Gillian. You operate the... Yeah, so the same thing as we did before. There we go. All right. Look. There's rails on the floor. Rails? That's funny. Maybe this is the way to the lower level. Must be a switch somewhere. Look to the face. What's this? Face to face. Doesn't this look like the picture that's on the wall in the chief's office? Oh my god. That's a famous optical illusion, isn't it? I get it. Their eyes don't register optical illusions. We better check that out. That's not something a human would notice easily. It could be a sign of some kind. Alright. And investigate the vase. Bet this vase is some kind of switch. Alright. Let me try lifting it up. Oh. Oh my god. The disc slid one way, revealing the stairwells leading down.
This apparently leads down to a lower level.
It looks like Jamie was right. Queen's Hospital does
Oh, my
have a
camera's not
basement.
following me, so.
And that basement
There
is
we
the
go.
Snatcher's main lair. Out of
There
the
we go, that's
frying
better.
pan and into the fire, as they say. Well, what do we do now, Gillian?
Peep. It appears to go straight down. Okay. Investigate the stairwell. Unlike the hallway, these stairs do not have any dust on them. In other words, our friends use this, right? Investigate. Motion sensor. I don't read anything at the moment. Alright. Okay.
It's a very narrow stairway. We'll have to go down single file.
Okay, who's going to take the point?
That's obvious. The guy with the light.
Hey, that's not fair.
Well, it makes sense, right?
Well, well, what do we have here?
It's the hospital corridor.
It's the same hallway, but not the one that's on the first floor.
So what does that mean?
An entire floor of Queen's Hospital has been duplicated underground.
So the same floor is both upstairs and downstairs, sort of like parallel worlds.
So that desolate setup upstairs is all just a smokescreen. They're making it look like the place is closed down, but in reality, they're keeping themselves quite busy.
Gillian, that means we're already right in the middle of their headquarters. Please use extreme caution.
Alright, so then from here, investigate the desk. There are switches here to open the doors. Okay, and use switches. What's this? Unlike the first door, there's only 2 door switches. Use switches 1 and 2. Alright, we'll open both up. Hey, Shovels, making my way downtown, walking fast, strangers pass, we're homebound. Door down, open. Alright. Move to door 1. Alright, let's check out the first room. I don't know the rest of the song. That's fair. That's all you need. We're in room 1. The lights are on, unlike upstairs. Alright. Look over everything. Look around the room. There's an operating table in the middle of the room. This appears to be the real treatment area. With these lights, it actually looks like a real hospital. Ceiling? Ooh, various x-ray devices have been installed in the ceiling. Monitors. Oh! Oh, it's the Grumble. Oh, you with your all your different nicknames. God damn it. Alt, I don't understand that. A number of brand new medical monitors are installed. Alright, and it says here, look over. Oh. Okay. Look over. Alright, let's look over the entire room. Oh no! It's a Snatcher! Don't scare me like that, it's just a specimen. Alright, look over and investigate. So I did that. Operating table. It appears to be a standard operating table. Cables run from it to a number of the machines around the room. Okay, look over the skeleton. It's a model of a human skeleton. No doubt they used it at an anatomical study. Ugh, I can't say that word so good. Ugh. Investigate. There's nothing of note here beside the medical equipment. Okay. Ceiling. Besides the standard X-ray and gamma rays, they can also project neutron and proton particle beams with this equipment. I would suspect that it's used in cancer treatment. Yeah, if they get melanoma, that would make sense. Hey, I get free premium, so might as well use it. That is true. Use a premium and YouTube Music, then that way you don't have to spend money on Spotify and all that, and I find it just as good. It's well worth it. These monitors are for ultrasound, MRI scanners, and the imaging equipment. They're already connected to the nearby machines. Anatomical? What? Anatomical. Yeah, it's one of those words I know. Was it? I think I read it so too phonetically. So when I say it, I'm trying to like pronounce it at all. The other one the one I always struggled with for some reason is consequences. I don't know why. Just me speak no good. Oh boy, speak good. Read good. Okay. Hey, Kirsten. Or Kirstein. Kate. How's it going? All right, operating table. We did that. I hate spelling consequence. Yes, that too. The surface of the bed is still quite warm, as if someone was just lying there just till a moment ago. And restaurant. The one that always kind of got me to spell is actually, oddly enough, it's so simple. It's follow. Follow. When I say it out loud, follow. I always spelled it FA. So I'm like, my teacher just made fun of me all the time for that. I'm not picking up any movement, at least not anymore. There was some movement, but I lost it now. Investigate skeleton. This is rather grotesque. It's somewhat distorted. For a medical monitor, it's quite inaccurate. Alright, so investigate and then look over. Alright, let's look over the entire room. It's gone. The skeleton is gone. It was definitely there a moment ago. I read movement. This room. Gillian, watch it. Ah! Shoot, aim for the head. Quick, single shot.
Did I get it?
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated. There's no doubt now that this is their maintenance facility. This one was probably still waiting to get its artificial skin installed.
So this is what they really look like, huh?
Yeah, that's the scariest thing about them. You can't tell them from real people once they've got that skin on.
Perhaps that's humanity's great weakness. We're always judging books by their cover.
And
Aww.
it's just that human weakness that they're out to take advantage of.
All right, Random. Metal, let's go. The HQ's junk squad can take care of him later. We've got an investigation to do.
I think it's definitely dead or terminated at this time. Yes, all its functions have ceased. I don't read any residual energy either. Have a hard time speaking.
Impressive. Looks like I misjudged you, Junker.
That was quite a tough customer. You get a few hundred of those together and that would be it. Gil, let's get on with this investigation. Okay, we can exit the room. Let's go into the hall. Just like the last one, you'll never know when they might pop up. Keep your blaster ready, Gillian. Alright. Now move to room 2. Let's take a look at the second room. Ooh, eyeballs. Look at this. Some kind of testing equipment is running? That's a real nasty sound. Gets on my nerves. Alright, look at shelf. There are a number of jars here. Jars for formaldehyde and other chemicals. The revealed containers. Samples mutated cells and organs with tumors. I don't want to look at this stuff. Okay. Investigate the shelf. Everything is already quite neatly organized. There are samples here of monoclonal antibodies. I'll admit that sometimes I struggle with reading words. I sucked at me reading actually just documents or books or anything. I struggle with that. I always read the line, and then all of a sudden, when I go into the next line, my brain malfunctions and just goes up a few. I'm reading that line, so it doesn't make sense, and I sucked with reading. What in the world is that? Antibodies, which are said to have beneficial effects on cancerous melanomas. There's no mistake, this is definitely their maintenance hospital. And that's actually one of the reasons why I'm also playing a game like this, is so I do have a stutter sometimes, and actually reading things out loud is helping me flow, keep my reading, have a better flow, I guess you could say. So that's why I'm actually doing it. So a little benefit of both sides here, right? All right, investigate the shelf. We did that. And what does it say now? Ceiling. Argon lasers, argon dye lasers. This is a device for selectively destroying certain types of cancer cells. They also have the latest gene cannon. Gene cannon, boom! Desktop. DNA synthesizers, DNA sequencers, and nucleic acid extractors. Chromatography equipment, automatic pipetting devices? Pipetting. Oh, okay. That's the particle accelerator used to generate a stream of heavy particles for numbers of different treatment techniques. This machine is in standby mode. Looks like the Snatchers were working on artificial skin regeneration techniques, as well as various cancer treatments. Okay, and monitors. This is quite an impressive array of equipment. Some university hospitals are not that stocked this well. NMR, nuclear magnetic resonance, microscopes, STMs, scanning tunnel microscopes, high voltage electron microscopes, electron beam holography cameras, streak cameras. Gillian, the Snatchers obviously possess much greater intelligence than we have previously given them credit for. Nevertheless, their technology seems somewhat dated. Dated? What do you mean by that? The equipment and techniques here they're using. Most of these methods were abandoned years ago. This is well behind the current level of technology in most developed countries. It's a rough approximation, but I would say that they're about 20 to 30 years behind the times. What's more, judging from the imbalance of the research materials here, it appears to be primarily the work of one individual. You're telling me all this work on the Snatchers' artificial skin is being carried out by one person, and not by some government institution? The design of this lab itself is in violation of the number of biohazard prevention safety codes. While a few safety cabinets have been installed, there are no autoclave or gas sterilizers anywhere. This is quite from P4 level. I seriously doubt that this lab was set up by the government and any other large organizations. Alright, so we did that. And investigate monitors. Okay. Oh, we did this. Okay. Okay. Exit. Let's get out of here. Oh, I feel sick. So Gillian, now it's just down to room number 3. Use switches. Okay. Oop. Okay, investigate switches. There are only 2 buttons here. There are only 2 buttons. Maybe you can be open and pressing the 2 buttons. Alright. And now, 1 and 2 at the same time. Ah, Mikkel! How's it going there, button? How are you doing there tonight? Press 1 and 2 at the same time.
Alright, let's try pushing both buttons simultaneously.
The 2 buttons are on opposite panels, so there's no way one person can push them both alone. But if 2 of us work together, it might do it.
That's it, Gillian. It makes perfect sense. It's the same system they used to use in nuclear missile silos in the late 20th century. Eliminates the risk of one man going nuts and acting alone.
Well, it's hard to be sure, but let's give it a try anyway. I've got button 1. Random, you push number 2.
I'm doing all right.
You ready?
Last day
3.
before going back to work, so.
1, 2, 3.
Come on!
And tonight we're finishing Snatcher.
You did it! Door number 3 opened.
Yay!
With safety measures like that, they must have had a good reason for wanting to keep it closed.
Well, then let's go see what's going on. Are you ready random? Let's have a look at the last room.
Good God!
Yummy.
I read 4
Jerky.
human skeletons in this room.
Am I on vacation? I have Wednesdays off normally. Yesterday was like better Remembrance Day for us in Canada, and I had work off, so I took Monday off, so
it doesn't.
I had a little mini holiday.
Got to be their victims.
This is probably where they hide the bodies of the originals they snatch from places like Outer Heaven.
They probably picked Outer Heaven because it gets a lot of VIP traffic. Plus, during masquerade time, they could work the place and still keep their identities secret.
Yeah, and the guy who set up the link between them and outer heaven was Freddy, that taxi driver. They must have gone after him not because of who he was, but what he did. After all, with a taxi, there's plenty of chances to milk your customers for information. That's probably how they learned about outer heaven and Plato's cavern.
I've been wondering what they had done with the bodies.
Want to hide a book? What better place than the library? Need to hide a body?
Oh.
How about the morgue?
Coming up.
And for them, keeping the bodies hidden is crucial.
Hi.
I mean, if somebody who's supposed to be dead is out walking the streets, it wouldn't be too
Come
hard
on.
to figure out that something screwy is going on.
That means that if we can figure out who these bodies were, then we've just
There you go.
nailed 4 snatchers.
There we go. Nope. Someone had to come say hi, Mikael. She saw the text and she had to come say hi. Right? Yeah? Alright. Look around room. It appears to have been a proper. Come on. Okay. A proper morgue at one time, but now it's being used more than a closet. There's a ventilation duct on the one side of the room. Look. Remains. One of the bodies is still decomposing. The other 3 are a little bit more than skeletons. Alright. Remains and duct. There's a cover on the duct, but it's been weakened by oxidation. Okay. Investigate. Stukin. Yep. That one is Mimi. Stu. Steamy me? Oh, what? What's up? A number of different insect larvae has been infested in the body. It hasn't been well preserved to say the least. Right? But it's definitely a human body. Just cuddle? Okay. Estimated time of death. The insects infesting and decomposing body can divide into 8 large groups. Each of those groups works on the body for roughly 15 days, making a 8 by 15 day or a 4-month cycle. As such, analysis of the variety and number of the size of the organisms on the body allows a rather accurate estimation of which group is currently present. In other words, you can figure out how long the victim's been dead without analyzing the body itself, right? On this particular body, flies have laid eggs, and the maggots have grown into adult flies, so it's been less than 30 days since death. As for the other 3 bodies, 1 full cycle has been completed, so at least 4 months have passed. Alright? Alright, that... Investigate cause of death? Can you determine the cause of death? The bodies are severely damaged. Such determination will require more extensive facilities than are available here. Okay. And then identity. What about the identity of the victims? Hair, clothing, even teeth. Anything that could be used to make an artificial identification is gone. Damn snatchers. They were careful to make sure that their identities couldn't get out. If we even had some teeth, we might have been able to make an ID. What about these teeth here? They've been deliberately misaligned to prevent identification. Oh. I guess we'll never be able to ID them. There is a way. What? How? We can perform a simulated reconstruction. Fortunately, the skulls of the victims are still intact. Reconstruction, eh? Good idea. Great idea. Okay. And back. Reconstruct corpse. Metal, let's do this. Reconstruction thing on the bodies.
Now performing simulated reconstruction of the head and facial features of each of the 4 victims. Commencing with victim number 1. Now performing craniometric analysis. X-ray and sagittal X-ray, magnetic resonance imaging, and positron CT data gathered. Complete cranial data now being compiled. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction. First, victim's age. Estimate based on 1. presence or absence of cranial fontanelles and chroma of epicranial sutures. 2.
There we go.
Area of facial region and
Now
cranium.
she had to go run away.
3. Height of upper and lower jaw and development of alveolar part. And 4. Location of cranial center of gravity. Next, victim sex. Estimate based on 1. Overall size of cranium, 2. Parietal bone angle, and 3. Development of splachnocranium. Lastly, victim's race. Estimate based on 1. Overall cranial configuration, 2. Volume of intercranial cavity, and 3. Mass of the skull.
Of course.
Now commencing soft feature reconstruction based on average results of above analysis. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race, 10% based on use of averaged values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of first victim completed.
It's Freddie Nielsen.
Moving on to second victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of victim number 2. Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled
Of
using
course.
the same techniques.
Does
as
it all
the
make
previous
sense, right?
Reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race, 10% based on use of averaged values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of second victim completed.
That's Lisa Nielsen.
Moving on to third victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of
There
victim
was
number 3.
4.
Now starting craniometric analysis. Complete cranial data now being compiled using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Craniometric analysis complete. Now commencing reconstruction using the same techniques as the previous reconstruction. Reconstructing. Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race, 10% based on use of average values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of third victim completed.
Who in the world is that?
That's the director of Queen's Hospital, Shin Fui, what's his face,
Chin Shu O Gillian. Moving on to last victim. Now commencing reconstruction of features of
Hey,
victim number
Kennedy!
4.
This one's the most recent. It's still decomposing.
Now starting
What did I miss?
craniometric analysis.
We're in the basement of
Complete
the
cranial data now being compiled
in the
using
basement of the
same
hospital that we
techniques as
were
the previous
heading back to,
reconstruction.
and now we
Craniometric
found
analysis
some
complete.
corpses, and now we're
Now
reconstructing
commencing
them,
reconstruction using the same techniques as the
finding
previous
who the
reconstruction.
snatchers are.
Reconstructing.
They can reconstruct the beard, of course.
Initial phase completed. Margin of error on estimate of victim's race, 10% based on use of averaged values. Now adding postulated hair and eye features. Reconstruction of head of final victim completed.
Oh my god.
It's the chief!
What?
Yeah.
The chief is a snatcher! The Benson on the scrap of that patient record was Benson Cunningham.
Judging from the condition of the body, I would estimate that the snatching took place approximately 1 month ago.
So it was the chief who sabotaged our turbo cycle. In those matches we found in Harry's room, the chief must have put them there to try to set him up.
No doubt Harry figured it out and decided to leave that face-to-face message.
Yummy. Hakuna
Did
Matata.
say that Harry had left to go find the chief?
That's right. He was probably trying to track down some evidence on the chief.
Gillian, I'd say that this Harry has put himself in a pretty dangerous spot.
If it was the chief that sabotaged the turbo cycle, doesn't that mean that he already knows we're onto him?
Damn! Harry and Mika are in danger!
That's far enough, Junker. Your little investigation is over.
Wow,
It's
stereotypical
them.
voices.
Get them!
Oh my god. So anime.
My arm! I can't reach my blaster! I'm hit in the leg!
Is that the best you can do,
Yeah, I'm gonna take a whole bunch of pictures of them in a
Who's
video.
there?
I'm gonna take a whole bunch of pictures and put them into the video. It's gonna be a masterpiece.
It seems
Hey,
you
by all
still
means.
have some fight left in you. You two are finished, but our plans move forward. We are now entering phase 2. And when we do, not only this city, but the entire world will be ours to command.
Phase 2? What are you talking about?
As you know, our operations have been hindered up to now by the flaws in our artificial skin. The skin's shortcomings have kept us away from ultraviolet rays, forcing us to do our work at night, underground, or in the winter. In the end, we had to construct a hospital like this, all because of the flaws in our artificial skin. This was the only difference between us and you humans. But now we have broken this barrier.
Huh?
This is all taking place on like the first day on the job too.
Developing a perfect artificial skin, thanks to the cooperation of a new partner in our plan.
Perfect artificial skin? A new partner?
Once we have the new skin, nothing will be able to stop us. And with that, our plan moves to phase 2. Our little experiment in this city will end, and we'll move in force.
How come an orphan can't go to a home to Depot?
Don't be so sure.
Do I want to know?
You
gotta have a home
humans are
first?
Always so overconfident, so naive.
What are you talking about?
I'm sure you're aware that the Kyoto Summit, being held to decide how to handle the Snatcher problem, opens tomorrow.
Yeah, gotta have home. Look at me, I'm witty. I'm answering jokes that I never even heard of
Around the
before.
world are concerned about the Snatcher problem. It will be one of the main topics discussed at this year's summit.
That's right. Tomorrow, we attack the summit.
You must be crazy. The security there will be incredible. You won't even get close.
Must I explain everything to you, Junker? Aren't you
Okay,
even aware
guys, look,
a
it's that
fellow
entertaining
Junker
Canadian.
will be giving a special presentation at the summit?
The chief, Cunningham. So
How's it going,
that's
Knight?
why you snatched him.
We've known that your chief would be speaking at the summit for over 3 months now.
Gillian, the summit is tomorrow. We have to hurry.
Listen, we have your chief. You Junkers are at our mercy, and so is this city.
Oh, I clicked.
And tomorrow, we move on the world. Nothing can stop us now. We will finally achieve our long-awaited goal of global domination.
I'm surprised they didn't do more
What is this we keep
stereotypical
talking
like
about?
accents there.
We are an evolved life form, given life in the depths of the Kremlin by our creator, Modnar. We are a
Of course.
new race.
Modnar? The Kremlin?
When are you gonna end the live stream?
But
Once I
Our
finish it.
goal is to snatch
I'm going
all
on
the
for
world's leaders
until we finish this.
and
We're near the end of it. I know
total
that.
Control of human thought and worldwide racial unification.
Oh,
you're insane. Humanity won't be so easily dominated. You underestimate the strength of the human spirit.
I think not. In the same way as the Nazis, our strategy begins with the overpowering of the spirit of the people. We will strike at you humans' weakest
good,
point,
because I can't be on a
the most
cliffhanger.
primitive part of your psychological makeup, your suspiciousness.
Now I'm just gonna end it right now.
By provoking suspicion and mistrust throughout the populace, we will destroy that fragile fabric which holds your society together, that of trust. Fear is you humans' weak point. It is the primitive part of your brains that binds you forever to your animal ancestors and makes you
Wow,
vulnerable. By
just the-
stimulating that part of your
The 80s
atavistic
soundtrack
instincts,
kicking in right now.
our plan can succeed magnificently.
Yeah, essentially.
Gillian.
Essentially, that's what he's gonna do.
Oh, you've got to get out alive.
Yeah,
You're
it
a
can't be.
junker.
You can't be racist if
Just
everyone is all
what you
robots,
have in
right?
mind. I've got a big fireworks show ready for him.
Are we sure this is the bad guy? Are we the baddies?
You're gonna blow yourself up?
No, we're better off fighting together. Hey, it won't work. I'm hitting the thigh. Ow, oh, damn.
Dude could take on the world just selling AI dolls, but he chose war.
Might as well have been shot in the head. There must be some way out of here.
Actually, with the AI robots coming
I
out,
wasn't doing this just for fun. I stayed ready for
It's
situations
Musk.
like this. I've always been prepared to go out with a bang.
It's December. A little late for fireworks.
So it'll be an off-season show.
No, I can't let you.
My belt's packed with TNT-PX. You know, that really strong stuff.
never mind. There's a
used
bad
on
part.
Mars.
Forgot he's
And this whole
this is the
hospital
worst
will be
anti-robot
so
slur ever.
small. No time to sit around thinking, Junker Boy. Go!
Remember those movie theaters?
What are you doing?
Yeah, which that we were talking about earlier.
Keep moving, you fool! Get out through this air shaft. I've got a powerful strobe on me. Its flash will screw up their sensors long enough for you to get out. Now, you with me? Fireworks are better from a distance anyway, Gillian.
What are you guys talking about?
Are
Yeah, what
you
about him
two
there,
finished
Kennedy?
Chatting? Then I think it's time for you to die. We're quite busy, you know.
You ready?
You could have done it a long time ago.
Break into the air shaft and run, and don't forget your blaster.
Metal, stay with me.
Yes, sir.
Random.
Gillian! Doesn't look like I'm gonna have a chance to call in that debt you owe me.
Don't worry. I'll pay it back to the Snatchers with interest.
All right, go! Run, Gillian!
Oh my god. A random act of kindness. That's awesome. All right. So there's no real order to do the next part, mind you. I just realized that I had the blonde hair that saves the other guy. If you must shave your head, he looks like Mr. Clean. Oh.
Are you okay? Metal, something broken?
Bro's rapping. Makes more sense than most rappers though nowadays.
Random blew himself up after getting us into this air shaft.
Random.
Let bro cook. He might make the best song ever.
Gillian.
I'm surprised it hasn't been
Queen's Hospital with it.
hasn't been sampled.
Thick walls of this duct must have shielded us from enough of the blast. If it wasn't for Random, we wouldn't have made it. Oh, Random.
Gillian,
How random.
Time for grief now. We must get back to Junker headquarters as quickly as possible. Harry and Mika are in danger.
Oh no.
You're right. And I have to keep my promise to Random. But first, we have to figure out how to get out of here.
I can't see a thing. What should we do?
Use Metal Gear. Turn on the light. Metal, turn your light on, will you? I was waiting for you to ask. Let there be light. Let's try moving forward. There could be snatchers waiting for us. Please use extreme caution. Alright. Okay. How far does this thing go? Gillian, are you sure this thing has an exit? You shall not pass! Look out wall. And there's some kind of scratches here. Scratches? Check them out. Alright, investigate the ceiling. It's constructed quite well. There are signs that construction to reinforce has been carried out. Investigate the ceiling. Reinforced bars form 4 levels of hardness steel alloy have been installed. It's quite strong. And that's what saved us. I guess we'd have to thank them, eh? It seems like this has not just been a simple air duct. What's this? There's some kind of sand spilled here. How did it get here? For an air duct, the quantity of dust here is quite low. So that means that this thing is used regularly, right? Yeah, there's certainly no reason why anyone would ever deliberately clean a duct like this. All right, hey Kennedy, that's all good. Gillian, it's Snow 9. All right, Knight. Thanks for popping in for a bit. You have yourself a good evening. We'll talk to you later, okay, bud? So the scratch was caused by the scraping of a very hard claw-like object, some kind, eh? A snatcher? Maybe they were using this as some kind of shortcut or back route. It appears that the snatcher was dragged through here. A human body would not cause such marks. Maybe that naked snatcher we saw in the operating room? Snow 9? What happened through Snow 1 through 8? Well, there was, you know, the six months worth of snow. Then there's the artist named Snow White. So, it all adds up. That's probably correct. An endostructure before the artificial skin was lightly installed seemed most likely. Okay. We did the sand. Alright, now analyzing the sand. Iron particles. High quantities of phosphorus. This type of sand is particular to the M district in Neo Kobe. The M district? Around the old factory, right? What's that mean? Sand. It's quite unusual that the particular sand would be present here. It was no doubt brought back here by someone. Lures. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, pollen. Alright, after we gather and analyze the sample of the air here, Gillian, the results are as I would have expected. So the concentration is thin. There is definitely Snow 9 present here. Snow 9 here. Is it okay to breathe it in? That's quick, Kennedy. You'll be safe at these concentrations. It does not seem like it would just be an ordinary air duct. Looks like the Snatchers have been using it to move around. With these scratches and the presence of Snow 9, I'd say it's definite. I sure don't want to meet up with any of them in a tight space like this. Alright. Okay, save. Yeah, because we have a gunfight coming up. Alright. Save. Save completed. Continue game. Advance. Alright, continuing forward. Jeez, this thing just keeps going. Gotta be kidding, not here. Gunplay. Boom, boom, boom. Should be able to get this. No damage. This would be fun with the Sega. The Sega Justifier. Oh, I died. Oh my god, wow. Game over. That was brutal. Okay. All right, let's do this better this time. Okay. Think we're doing okay? Oh, there we go. I'm no longer reading any emotion. That was brutal. The worst thing about you can't fire your shot until your fire's done firing, I guess. All right. Well, they really built a lot of those things, didn't they? That was close, Gillian. Yeah, I took 3 hits back there. I wouldn't have got an achievement if I didn't get it. Those insectors must have been in security for this area, which means at the end of this duct. I'm not reading any more emotions. Let's move on. Oh, I don't want to meet up with any more of those spiders. All right. Look, a way out. We're saved, Gillian. Metal, don't let your guard down.
This is part of the tube liner, the city's long-abandoned subway system.
You mean Queen's Hospital and this were connected?
Yes, it would appear that the Snatchers were using this to move.
For some reason, I don't feel like I'm lined up with the time, except I know I am. There is always going to be that slight delay there, right?
We should have realized this sooner. The city is crisscrossed by the tube liner's old
And I did try setting it up so that it'd be more instantaneous.
as well.
So,
Aha! That's how those two we caught a glimpse of at the abandoned factory where Gibson was killed were able to disappear so quickly. They must have used this subway.
That would appear to be correct. The tube liner passes underneath that factory site as well. That would also explain why sand from the factory was in the air duct at the hospital.
So this is the trick they were using to stay out of the sun and avoid being seen while they moved
it's lined up pretty good though. Oh, there we go.
Now we know why it took so long to uncover them.
All right, let's follow the subway. We should be able to get out when we get to the nearest station.
How far does this bloody thing go? We're probably lost. I wonder where we are. Alright, so then here, look up front. Metal, can you see what's up ahead? It appears that the tunnel continues as far as I can see. Okay, and look behind. That's the area we just passed though. I see nothing out of the ordinary. Listen. The only sound I hear is of our footsteps. Metal, can you hear any trains approaching? What are you saying, Gillian? The tube liner system has been abandoned for years. There's no sound besides what we're making. Okay, and talk. Metal, how much further do we have to go to reach the next station? After this live stream, I'm going to edit so much for the video of that video for a short. By all means. By all means. Since I don't know what our exact... blah, blah, blah. Since I don't know what our exact present location is, I cannot give you an accurate figure. This is part of the system. We didn't have very many stations. We will have to walk quite a bit further. What part of the city is this? I believe we're probably underneath the MR's district. Hey, Metal. Yes, Gillian? Nothing. Just want to make sure you're awake. Gillian, what's wrong?
Look, Metal, light!
Yes, but this doesn't look like a station.
No.
There's a ladder.
Where do you suppose it leads, Gillian?
I don't have the slightest, but let's climb it and see.
All right, now climbing the ladder. We seem to have emerged into an odd place. Wait, this room.
You made it so far?
It's Freddy
Made
Nilsson's bathroom.
what? The video so far?
He was using this shaft from the bathtub to get down into the subway. So that's how he did that.
Yes. As I recall, after
I wonder if the Japanese voice versions are more natural. Maybe. I don't know.
Accomplished by using this secret passage into his bathtub.
Also, got to keep in mind the voice actors. This was still from like the early '90s, right? So.
When they wanted to hide the passage, all they needed to do was fill the tub. And to get in and out, they would just drain the water into another tank.
Yay, I made it so far in the game.
Double-bottom bathtubs, abandoned subways.
Have cat fur on my microphone.
Snatchers really go out of their way to stay out of the sun.
Okay, Gillian, let's head outside.
All right, move to living room. This is Freddy's living room. Investigate the map. It's a late 20th century map. Moscow, eh? Chen Suo over at Queen's Hospital had a picture of the St. Basil's Cathedral. The chief keeps a picture of the red square hidden. How come everybody is such a big Moscow fan these days? What's going on here? Moscow seems to hold some clue of this whole thing, doesn't it? Moscow. Did that guy say something about it? Before the explosion, didn't Chen Suo say something about achieving what was meant to be 55 years ago? From the depths of the Kremlin? Now that you mention it, this map is from exactly that era, isn't it? Moscow, 55 years ago. The key to understanding the Snatchers is no doubt lies there. Hey, Wenda! Yes, the classic 90s anime dubbing. As I said, it's not bad. It could be a lot worse. But yeah, these guys are probably guys that haven't done a lot of voice work at all, so... This has to be some kind of meaning. I don't think they pass paste a 50-year-old map here just as decoration. Okay. Alright, so now we exit. Be careful that you don't touch the tape lines. Tape, need this laser beam, right? Don't break the beam, Gillian. Ugh, you'll have people from headquarters all over this place. It's a security sensor, you know? I see. Gotta make sure nobody messes with the evidence after all. Yeah. Jeez, I feel like breaking into a place or something. We're outside of Nielsen's apartment. Thank God. Now let's get back to headquarters. Look at the area. Hey, how's it going tonight there, Wenda? Oh, look, the taxi's over there. Investigate taxi. The cab is for hire. Shall we board it? Move. Ride in taxi. You're doing good. Good. That's what I want to hear. We'll continue on with Snatcher. This is essentially a cyberpunk version of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. All right, let's board the taxi. We boarded the taxi. Where to, sir? This is a mad cab. I can take you anywhere you want to go. Tell destination. We're on urgent business. Get us to Junker headquarters as quickly as you can. Junker headquarters, eh? What would you want to go there for? Something going down? We're in a hurry. Is this some kind of jokes? You can't be serious. This is a mad taxi, you know? You can't go to a place like that. I think we picked a weird taxi. Listen, I'm a junker. Take me to Junker headquarters. Do it quickly. I'm afraid not. You're going somewhere else. Do you want to know where that is? Where? Straight to hell. Shinsuo. Boom.
Is he dead?
You're good? I'm doing all right.
He's junk now. Stubborn one, wasn't he?
Jeez. He made it through that explosion and was waiting for us out here. If those things ever get control of the city, there's no way we'll ever get it back. We've got to stop them before that.
And to do that, we have to prevent the chief from getting to the Kyoto summit.
I know. And I have to pay back my debt to Random.
Let's use this taxi to get back to Junker headquarters.
Just toss the body out.
I planned that. I just hope Mika and Harry are
I was gonna
safe.
question the robot in the middle of the street. We've arrived at Junker headquarters. I'm certainly hope Mika and Harry are safe. You gotta go to sleep? Well, thanks for popping in for a bit. Hopefully you sleep well. Have yourself a good rest of your day tomorrow. Good day tomorrow. Okay. All right, Metal. This is it. The final showdown. Are you ready? Let's go. Now entering headquarters. This is the lobby. What? Sure, the reception booth is closed. Investigate. Shutter. If I can find my remote to my DP, I'm gonna watch your live stream on my TV and then edit my video. Oh, by all means. What do you mean by your DP? That's what I'm just kind of now I'm trying to like your display port. Direct programming. Digital photo frame. I would say another one, but this is, I don't really want to say that out on stream. If you know, you know. Oh, geez. Grow up. The surface of the shutter shows evidence that it has been struck by fire or an energy weapon. I read motion. Something is inside the booth. Alright, look at the area. It appears that something attacked this place. The shutter on the reception booth is closed. Is Mika still in the booth? This is the protective shutter for the reception booth. It's automatically lowered at times of danger. The emergency light is flashing on the door check panel. So headquarters has been put on emergency status? Alright. There's a few holes in the shield, no doubt caused by a blaster or cannon fire. Cannon? Then it's Snatchers. Who did this? Meant to put on TV. There you go. I'll accept that. Gillian, we have to open this somehow. It's unlocked from the inside. The only way to open it is from inside the booth. Alright. Okay. We did that. No, booth. Can this be opened from the outside? If it has an emergency external connection port, then I can open it from the outside. Okay. Booth. Metal, find this external connection jack. Here we are. I've located an emergency external connection port on the side of the booth. With this, I'll be able to open the shutter. Open shutter! Now plugging into the emergency external connection port. Frickin' robot. Releasing lock mechanism. Now opening the shutter.
All right, I'm going to open it, but please use extreme caution. Anything could be inside.
Creeper.
Mika! Mika, are you all right? Metal, how is she?
Her pulse is normal. The only external injuries are to her forehead, and they are not serious. There's been no significant blood loss.
Mika, come on, snap out of it. It's me, Gillian.
Gillian? Gillian.
Mika, what happened?
Gillian, the chief. The chief is a snatcher.
So he's finally shown his true colors.
Harry's...
What's happened to Harry?
Harry put me in the pod and sealed the main door. He locked the snatcher in.
That was smart. Not even a snatcher can get through this shield.
So where's Harry?
He said keep the door sealed no matter what happens in there. And then he went in. Gillian, please help him.
Harry! Mika, open the door. I'm going in.
I'm only bleeding.
Metal, we're going in. Be careful. That snatcher could be hiding anywhere.
Yes, sir.
Gillian, please be careful. The chief is very cunning. Don't let your guard down.
Because he's Cunningham.
I'll watch myself in there.
We're in the main hallway. What? Someone's down. Harry.
Harry!
Oh, Gillian. Is that you? I'm getting old. Just look at me.
What happened?
I saw the chief messing with your turbocycle. And that weird picture in his office.
Metal, how is he? Metal!
I do not wish to say.
Really that bad, huh?
Gillian, when I confronted him about what I saw, he showed me what he really was. I was barely able to even scratch him.
That's enough, Harry. I understand. Metal, is there anything we can do for him?
Gillian, I'm sorry.
We can make it easy.
Harry, you'll be okay. Doesn't look like you're hurting too bad. This'll work out perfect. You always were working too hard anyway. Why don't you take a nice long vacation somewhere and rest up?
Yeah, sure. Nice try, Gillian, but it's my body. I know I ain't gonna make it. You were a good kid, Gillian.
Harry!
I just met you today.
I don't know how to say this right, but I've always had a special feeling about you. I've always had trouble talking to people since I was.
I wonder if he's a cannibal.
Like my father. What I can remember of him.
Pulse and blood pressure falling.
Harry,
Like,
hang
if you
in
think of
there.
it, it's just
You
kind of
and
like
I were
Jeffrey
gonna go out
Dahmer.
and tie one on, remember?
Skinning the bodies and everything like that.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You, me, and Jean, the three of us.
But John is...
Metal, quiet!
Gillian, I've lived my life alone.
Maybe.
I didn't know my parents or family. Always so stubborn, glued to my research. I never really trusted anybody. That was a mistake.
Blood pressure continuing to fall.
Harry?
After
Now you're just having the fun on the words on the screen there, aren't you, Kennedy?
I felt it. Human warmth.
Crazy Daisy, Pacey, Lacey, Casey,
I know what you mean.
Macy.
Gillian, I just wanted to get along with everybody. I don't need no Nobel Prize. For 50 years, I've been searching, trying to find something I lost. Looks like I'll never find it now.
Gillian, he's about.
Looks like I've been talking too much. It's up to you now, Gillian. I'm finished. You won't forget this, old grouch, will you?
Harry!
Gillian, you've got to believe in yourself. You're the last junker.
Harry! Harry!
Pulse 0. Pupils are dilated.
Cunningham! No! Snatcher! I'll get you for this!
We have no time for breathing. That Snatcher is still hiding somewhere here in headquarters.
Metal, listen to me. If that Snatcher gets me, you've got to take Mika and run. Then you've got to blow up Junker headquarters. Blow it sky high! You understand me?
Just this
Yes,
little
sir.
robot just...
I just hope it doesn't come to that. So, where should we start our search?
This game is so good. All right. Check the computer room. It's the computer room. Search. Terminal shadow. All right, check it now. Please be careful. No snatchers here. Search under desk. All right. Nothing as usual. Oh. Shooting. This game is amazing. This game is so good. Like, as I said, like, this game came out like oh god, almost 40 years ago. Almost freaking 40 years ago, and this game is still holds up in terms for like story wise. Like, this should have been a game that, like, if they were to make, when they were making movies on games and all that, they should have made this into a game or into a movie. Like, this would be as like a proper, like a 2-hour movie. This would be really, really interesting. So I guess that'd be like Blade Runner 1.2 or 1.5. This is the shooting range. Search. Above booth? Right. No snatchers here. All right. To the computer room, detective's room. All right. Nothing in here. Engineering. This is engineering. Now where should we go? Chief's office. This is the chief's office. Search. Okay. Look at desk. What is this? All right, check it now. Please be careful. Oh, it's all right. Nothing there. Oh, what does it say here? Look at desk. Snatcher does not seem to be around. Search. Under desk. Oh, nothing there. Okay. Sofa. Okay, so what does it say here? Hardcore searching isn't necessary. Move to all rooms at least once. The hallway doesn't count. Move to the chief's office. Look at the desk. All right. Where else do we have? Engineering room, detectives, shooting range, computer room, hallway. All right. We checked all the rooms. Where it could be. Okay. Now we go over to chief's office. There we go. This is chief's office. What's this? There's something on the desk. Search. Look. Desk. There's some kind of stain on the desktop. As it's look at desk. Look at and then stay on desk. It's blood. Investigate. Stay on desk. It appears to be dripping from the ceiling. Look. Investigate. What? Search. Look at the ceiling. Why don't we investigate the ceiling? You can't see me up here. Cunningham.
The lighting control system has been destroyed. Distance to motion readings increasing.
Is he trying to run?
Motion readings have vanished.
You got past me this time, Snatcher.
Headquarters emergency lighting has been activated.
Oh no.
Can we find him again?
We should go after him immediately.
We'll find him. We know he's somewhere inside headquarters.
The Snatcher has been wounded. We should look for traces of blood.
All right. Move. Where should we go? Engineering room. Search all the rooms quickly. This is engineering. Search. Bloodstain? There are no traces of Snatcher's blood in this area. That's funny. I was pretty sure that was the list that winged him. Okay. Chief's office. Detection room. Detective's room. Detection room. Search for blood. Cannot locate any signs of blood. Okay. Shooting range. Practice right now. What? Cannot locate any bloodstains. Snatcher's wounded. Must be blood somewhere. We did that. Did we do the... Yeah, we did the detective's room. We might have to go back there. There's the computer room. Search. Bloodstain? There are no traces of blood in this area. Snatcher's wounded. There must be blood somewhere. Okay, hallway. We're in the hallway. Damn, where's it hiding? There's no way for it to get out of headquarters. There's still rooms we haven't checked. I don't see the Snatcher. Okay, so there's only detective's room. Just quickly double check this again. I'm pretty sure I didn't go here. Search. Let's say okay. Just to be on the safe side, I wasn't too sure if I remember that. Hallway. And then from here, we want to go to the front. Okay. The lobby? You never know. But the main door was sealed off when we came in. We checked and double checked everywhere else. Let's go take a look.
The main door has been opened. Did Mika open it?
Wait, Mika's not in the pod.
Oh no.
What happened?
The lighting has been disconnected.
Don't move, Seed.
Cunningham, is that you?
I read motion. He is definitely in here.
Where are you? Show yourself.
All right.
I'm right here. I don't need to run or hide from you.
Why is she chained up?
Mika!
No, Gillian, don't move. It's a trap.
A hostage? You cowardly scum! Mika, why did you open the entrance?
I don't know. I was really scared. I mean, the emergency
There's a
lights
guy
went
with
on
half
so
his face
suddenly.
missing and he came out the door. I didn't know what to do, so I
Go
opened the
ahead and
door.
Shoot! But you'd better be a pretty good shot, or this kid goes home in a bag.
Shoot, Gillian. Kill this thing. Don't worry about me.
Mika!
What are you going to do?
I have you now, Junker.
Okay. It just appears out of nowhere. Oh. That's unfair. bit.
The Snatcher's functions have been terminated.
Mika, are you all right?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Thank you.
Harry? I got him. Random? Sorry it took so long, but this ought to make us even.
Junker? You may have stopped me, but it's not over yet.
Gillian, this is just residual energy feedback. Its power levels are dropping rapidly.
Its heartbeat.
This hospital was nothing more than a maintenance facility. We have comrades operating throughout the city, more than you can imagine. Now our plans will move into phase 2. For that, we will enlist the help of Professor Lorraine.
Professor Lorraine?
Your existence is meaningless as long as you don't get your memory back. Good luck, Junker.
My memory? Comrades? Professor Lorraine?
Harry! Why? Please tell me. Why do so many good people have to die?
Mika.
This is all wrong.
Mika, don't worry. I won't let anybody else die. I've made a promise to Harry and Random.
Just everyone who I met since I started this job is dead. But don't worry.
This fight is
You're
just
okay.
beginning.
Ding, 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 ding.
Gillian, I have an urgent video call from Jamie. I'll connect you.
Gillian, I've got my memory back. I remember everything.
Your memory? So what about us, Jamie? Who are we?
Gillian, it's terrible. What we've done.
Jamie, what's wrong?
I can't tell you something like this over the video phone. I would have been better off never remembering.
Okay, Jamie, calm down. I'll head out right now. Where are you? Is it snowing?
I'm sorry, Gillian. I can't tell you. They've taken our boy hostage.
Our boy? Who?
Professor Modner is here too.
Jamie, what are you talking about?
I'm so sorry.
Snatcher!
Gillian!
We have Professor Lorraine. We only require her cooperation for a short period here at the Kremlin. So for now, I suggest you avoid doing anything foolish, Professor Seed.
What? Professor. Act 2 end. Act 2 end, yeah. Seeds of doubt. Would you like to save? Yes. All right, continuing on with the investigation.
With the start of this year's Kyoto Summit just 3 hours away, the delegates from the participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center. A major poll of domestic and international opinion, carried out just last week, shows that the vast majority of respondents favor a complete quarantine of Neo Kobe as a means to combat the risk of the Snatcher menace.
Now that the Chief's death has been confirmed, it won't be long before they strip us of our Junker authorization.
They will be deciding how to handle Neo Kobe at the summit in just 3 hours.
There are rumors that they're going to use nukes on the city to make sure the Snatchers are wiped out.
That's ridiculous.
ASCII, yeah.
Come on, this is the 21st century.
That may not be as improbable as it seems. The world's leaders are extremely concerned about the Snatcher problem.
The Chief was going to calm this hysteria in his speech at the summit, but that'll never happen now.
3 months ago, government pressure on Junker operations increased dramatically. Gillian's transfer here was really our last chance.
Our own chief was snatched. It's not too surprising they don't want to trust us anymore.
I've heard that the Army and FBI are going to take over operations now.
That's correct. That too will be officially decided in 3 hours' time.
3 hours, eh? Is there any way we can find their hideout in that time?
If we don't, we and everybody else in this city are finished.
As far as they're concerned, we're just like a cancerous tumor that has to be cut out.
We have to hit the Snatchers' headquarters before then.
Where?
Can you do it?
If we only knew where it was, I should be able to manage something.
Hitting their outposts like Queen's Hospital won't do any good. We have to find their main nerve center.
What about the memory of that snatcher who was impersonating the chief?
Just like the others, it was completely blanked. It's a form of self-destruct mechanism that they use.
Wait a minute. Mental. What about tracing that video phone call from Jamie?
It was no good. The call didn't last long enough. Still, it definitely did come from within the city.
Damn. Where are they hiding?
Gillian, can't you remember anything at all? Didn't Jamie say something that implied you were somehow connected to the Snatchers?
Nothing. I can't remember a damn thing. Metal, I want you to tell me everything you know about me. Why was I sent to Junker headquarters? Where did I come from?
Who am I? Why am I here?
Gillian.
Metal, the chief's dead. Tell me everything you know about me.
Well, you see...
Metal!
All right.
I'm a Snatcher too.
You are the highest ranking officer here.
You knew all along?
Of course.
Where were we rescued from?
3 years ago, you and Jamie were taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. More precisely, you were discovered in cryogenic sleep pods in an underground bunker near Moscow.
Of course.
Cryogenic sleep pods? You mean they were frozen?
This is a photograph of the bunker. There is no record of when you were placed there. In addition, the third pod was empty at the time you were discovered.
There were 3 pods?
You were revived and taken into custody by the Army. Apparently, as a result of the extended sleep, both of you suffered from complete amnesia. However, another theory suggests your memories may have been intentionally erased. This is the only piece of evidence found at the site.
That's Harry's picture, from when he was a kid.
That's correct. Harry is Gillian and Jamie's son. It's been confirmed by DNA tests.
Harry? Harry was my son?
Using the information
I had a
gleaned
kid.
from the photo, it was established that you are Gillian Seed and your wife, Jamie Lorraine. Both of you are American citizens, born in the late 1960s.
The 1960s?
We're almost 100 years
In
old.
addition, both of you vanished without a trace in 1989. There is no other information available about you after that.
1989?
Yes, you come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
But what does that have to do with the Snatchers?
When the 17th Special Investigative Force was bringing the two of you out, there was an accident. Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of them was a Snatcher. Of course, before their departure, they all underwent thorough examinations. So, if one of them was snatched...
It had to be somewhere in Siberia, right?
That's correct. And in order to attempt to determine the origin of the Snatcher, as well as your true identities, you were assigned to Junker headquarters. The hope was that exposure to the Snatchers would help you regain your memories.
Moscow? 50 years ago?
Almost everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the catastrophe.
So Gillian and Jamie are the only living witnesses?
Harry. Harry was my son. Did he know?
No, it was highly classified information. He was never told.
I was never able to do anything for him.
Wait a minute, Gillian.
Never took him out
Did Jamie
fishing.
say something
Never took him
about taking
camping.
the boy
Never told him
hostage?
how to shave.
That's right.
That's why he had a beard.
They must know about Harry and are using him to threaten her.
We have to find their headquarters quickly.
We've only got 3 hours.
Gillian, let's think this all through again. We may get some kind of a hint out of it.
You're right. There may be some clue in the way they're operating.
All right, let's go over what we know about them.
Oh, man. First of all, what's the Snatcher's weak point? Ultraviolet rays. This is Snatcher's weak point, right? That's correct. Their weak point is their defective artificial skin. Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes mutations in the melanocytes and the stratum base scale of their skin, which becomes cancerous. Specifically, long ultraviolet rays from the 250 to 350 nanometer range is responsible for causing cancer. That's right, and that's why they're so limited. They're so limited to when they can be out. They only come out at night in the middle of winter, and even when there's sunscreen. Even then, that's the method that Gene used to figure out what the Snatchers were up to. How ironic! It turns out that the destruction of the ozone layer actually had a benefit for us humans, and now it's healing. That's right. Now that the method we're using what method were they using to be able to avoid ultraviolet rays and sunlight during the same time? The underpass. This is the method of movement that Snatchers were using. Ding, ding, ding. That's right. They were using the old abandoned tunnels of the old tube liner system to get from place to place. That's how they were able to move around without being noticed. Nielsen's apartment, the old factory, Queen's Hospital, all of their hideouts were connected by the tube liner. So maybe there's a tunnel under there. They're under their main base as well? There's a good chance of that. Next, what phenomenon was always observed by any location where Snatchers appeared, including the underground tunnels? Sneeze. That's right. And what was the cause of the sneezing? Snow 9. What is the reason for the sneezing? You are correct. The sneezing was caused by the presence of the allergen Snow 9. Snow 9 is an artificial form of pollen developed by the military and its presence is limited to certain regions. Getting tired. They were using it to interfere with the radio transmission and probably keep people away. They probably were producing it intentionally themselves. Only regions of the city where Snow 9 is still present are areas where the Enna River it has been cleared out of the other areas because of the danger it presents. So that means that their base must be somewhere near the Enna River, right? Now that's a fair conclusion. They're probably somewhere near the Enna River, protected by Snow 9. Accessible to the tube liner and near the Enna River. We must not forget the 3 photographs that were found in the Snatcher's with. All of them were related to the Soviet Union before the catastrophe. The map on the wall in Nielsen's apartment, the picture of the temple in director's office in Queen's Hospital, and the photo of the red square hidden in the chief's office. What do the Snatchers keep pictures and memorabilia like this? Maybe they're homesick? Maybe that's where they come from. Homesick? Get serious. Mika, they're robots, you know? Perfectly valid. So basically, Snatchers are sci-fi vampires. Pretty much. Let's analyze this a little closer. What city is related to all these? And it's Moscow. This is a city that they have in common. That's correct. It's Moscow. Moscow must where they must be coming from. This must be the basis of their programming. You might be right. Just as people have a hometown that is dear to them. Get tired for some reason. That's what I don't get for caffeine in the evening. Just as people have a hometown that's dear to them, their creator may have put a hometown into their programming. They use very advanced artificial intelligence systems, so they may have needed something like that to maintain their emotional balance. Yeah, they're born out of nothing, but they need to be given some kind of image as an emotional base. So Moscow is their creator and their home, and the place that they found Jamie and I. Moscow.
In other words, this homing instinct thing of theirs has led them to set up their headquarters in some place that reminds them of home or their creator.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
Moscow's really cold, right? They get a lot of snow, don't they?
Snow?
No snow has been recorded in Neo Kobe in several years.
Well, then that's not it.
Wait, what about that pollen? That crystal bioengineered stuff, Snow 9.
Now that you mention it, wasn't it snowing on Jamie's video phone call?
That's right. Their hideout has to be somewhere close to the Ina River.
The Ina River flows for miles around here, Gillian. We could never search it all in time.
Gillian, let's look at a map of the areas investigated so far.
True,
This is an enlarged view
nice.
of the southwest portion of the city around the Ina River. This blue area is that in which Snow 9 is present. Now I'll superimpose a chart of the abandoned tube liner tunnels. From this, we can establish those areas with Snow 9, which are accessible by subway tunnel.
Damn. Nice try, but it's still too large. We could never cover it in 3 hours.
Don't give up so fast, Gillian. What about that image
Love
of
the stereo
home
effect
thing
in
we
this
were talking
conversation.
about?
Oh yeah, because I guess
Maybe there's some
everyone
kind
is
of
everywhere.
geographic
Yeah,
similarity.
I didn't
Maybe
actually
the
even notice
same
that.
view can be seen or something.
I'll display a map of
Oh, yeah, I guess
Moscow
so.
alongside.
What's this?
Da-na-na-na-na.
Look, the rivers are exactly the same shape.
This is the Moscow River over here.
It looks like we're on the right track, Metal. Show us the location that
It's
Jamie and I
there's
were
little
picked up
tricks like
from.
that though, Mikael. Just makes games like this so good.
Metal, before the catastrophe, what was at this location?
The headquarters for the entire Soviet Union, the Kremlin.
The Kremlin? That Snatcher said something about taking Jamie to their Kremlin.
Metal, what spot in Neo Kobe would match up with the location of Moscow's Kremlin?
Ta-na-na-na.
Calculating. This is the spot. It's presently occupied by an old church. It's rather large, but reports indicate it's been abandoned for nearly 20 years.
And it's right in the middle of the Snow 9 and subway area.
That's it! That's their headquarters, their new Kremlin.
Gillian, let's go!
Okay.
Wait, Gillian. I want to go with you.
Sorry, Mika.
Hey, I'm a junker too, you know.
I know, and you're a great one at that.
So take me with you then.
You head to the summit to warn the delegates. They haven't given up, you know.
The summit's in Kyoto. I'm not going to be the only one to run.
You've got to convince them not to use nukes on Neo Kobe.
We found their hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but...
It's a tough job. Can you do it?
Okay, Gillian. I'll do what I can.
Thanks. Thank you, Mika.
Don't say it, okay?
Let's go, Gillian!
I should almost use that as like an avatar, a JPEG avatar or something like
What's
that.
wrong?
How about dinner sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah, you know, dinner.
Mika.
Not interested. I thought it would be nice, you know, to kick back, relax. It's Christmas after all.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian, we
I'll have
to
a
hurry.
package for you.
That's a promise, right? I heard you.
Yeah, okay. But I gotta go to church first.
I'll see you soon then.
Okay, Metal, let's go.
This game is so good. Oh, I love this game. This is the last turbo cycle. Alright. Alright, now we're in the turbo cycle. Where would you like to go? And of course I know the answer to that question. We're going to church!
I've input the map data on the Kremlin's locations. Lift off.
I don't know, if we ever get to the point of like flying vehicles and all that,
Now gaining altitude.
would I trust AI with flying vehicles and all that?
Jamie, please be safe.
Gillian, please keep in mind that we're working with a strict time limit.
A 50-year debt in 3 hours.
Like, I think I'd be good with like flying vehicles that like went like maybe 10 feet in the air.
To be specific, we've entered
I think
the
that'd be
Snow
good.
9 region.
And just you follow
Please
along with
put on your breathing
the
filter. Direct inhalation
roads.
is dangerous.
All right.
Radio transmissions will also be impossible from this point on. Understood? Now descending. Conversion to hover configuration complete. Gillian, we've arrived.
All right. That's a turbo cycle. Here we go. We've arrived at the church. Wow. Now I know why they call it their Kremlin. All right. Investigate the building. The building is about 50 years old. It appears very well maintained. So where's the entrance? On the front side of the building. Investigate area. The sensor scan reveals that a tube liner tunnel passes directly underneath this area. Well, that's no surprise. Looks like we got in the right place. Alright, go inside.
Alright, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Let's push it together.
All right.
How's it like a little 2-foot robot gonna help you?
3.
That got it.
What's this? It appears that it's some kind of chapel for the Snatchers. Are you telling me those things pray? To whom? No doubt they're to their creator. That portrait on the wall is probably a representation of him. That's right. Look at portrait. This person is no doubt the one the Snatchers worship as their creator. This guy, is that random? One moment, I'll compare the picture with the data on random. While the feature bone structure of the individual in the portrait is nearly identical to that of random's, a positive identification is impossible as the picture is not a photograph. It just looks too much like him to be a coincidence. I did not know about that one. Portrait area. Something's written on the painting. The creator, Madnar. So this is Professor Madnar. The one from Snatcher was talking about? It appears to be the portrait of that person. An area? Yep. This is all very organized, almost inhumanly so. There's another room further back. Continue back. Just dead silence. So, Snatchers! Look at them all. I'm not picking up any energy drinks. They're all kind of deactivated. Is this a kind of suspension mode? So this is their warehouse, eh? There must be a few hundred of them here. They'll continue all the way to back. Still, it doesn't look like a factory to me. Alright, so then look at area. There seems to be a number of containers stacked up in the back of the room. Okay, look at area. Investigate the container. Amazon warehouse? Pretty much, eh? Because don't they want to start getting rid of employees and investing in more robots for packaging and all that? Because I think BMW does that now with some of their factories. There's basic stuff for heavier stuff. I think they have robots going at it. So yeah, Amazon. Okay, we did look at the area. There's nothing of interest beside the containers. Okay, investigate container. There's some kind of label here. 23rd Siberian Investigative Force. The 23rd Siberian Investigative Force. It would appear that these Snatchers were brought here to Neo Kobe from the Siberian Neutral Zone. So it seems that investigative forces have been responsible for shipping the Snatchers? In other words, the investigative forces have been snatched, just like they found us. Look and investigate the Snatchers. These are endostructure, which they have yet to have the artificial skin installed. The bone sizing devices and skull slits are all still set to their smallest size. So their victims haven't been chosen yet? They're just waiting for their turn? None of these Snatchers have appeared damaged. All they need is their energy packs. The gender units have yet to be installed, however. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Investigate the area. I do not see any tools or equipment for maintaining anything in this area. This room would just appear to be just a storage area. I see. So the Siberian investigative forces bring Snatchers out of Siberia and into storage here. I think you're right, Metal. And then the Snatchers just wait here in storage and to be reactivated and adjusted to their victims are selected. Rather efficient system. I wonder where the actual snatching takes place. The back part of the room may hold answer to that question. Continue back. Are you ready, Gillian? Now heading back to the further back into the room. Oh my god! The Snatcher's culturing room? The mechanism is operating. Okay. Let's see. Look at cylinders. Gillian, these are Snatchers with their artificial skins already installed here. Look at the snatch process.
This is where they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods.
That's so actually kind of interesting.
Gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim by adjusting the size of the upper and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And
Yay! I'm safe.
Is it organic?
No. It appears to be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached. In order to prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
Okay, what does it look? Investigate there. A computer terminal is installed with each preservation cylinder. Okay, I think we want to... Okay. Okay, and it reveals terminal. These terminals must be all connected to a host computer, which monitors conditions inside of each of the cylinders. Okay. Look, investigate the area. Alright. Okay. Investigate. Listen, I'm not registering any sounds except for those regular noises that come from the equipment here. Alright. Again, save. This may be the last time we'll ever save anything. Which file would you like to save? Save one. Yep, we're gonna save, that's okay. We're on the home stretch. Thank goodness for soap in the tanks. Ugh. Alright. Investigate cylinder. Alright. Cylinders are used to culture the Snatcher's artificial skin. Endostructures are submerged within them. It appears the weak ultraviolet rays are being projected from above. This is really vast, way beyond anything that we saw at Queen's Hospital. The whole area is protected as a clean room. There's a door at the far end of the room. Power is on. Look at this, Gillian. The data of the people to be snatched are being neatly processed. Door. It's a small metal door with a doorknob attached. Alright. It is locked, but I should be able to open it from this side.
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin. Then they convert them into copies of their victims. And finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled at Queen's Hospital.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished snatchers over here.
Get a load of this. The U.S. President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the U.K.
Gillian, you're in here too.
Figures. They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last junker, you. It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo Kobe.
If they were to snatch every major world leader, they'd practically be able to control the planet. Still, that's odd. With their flawed skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Chin said they had found the key to developing a perfect artificial skin. Maybe they've already produced it.
No idea. But the number of snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something new.
Gillian, this is definitely their nest. We should destroy everything.
Not yet. Not until we found Jamie. Metal, how much time do we have left?
The summit should have begun by now. We don't have much time. And once our legal privileges are suspended, I won't be able to help. In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
I know. If the military wants to avoid nukes and goes for a surgical strike on this facility, what would they likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
A phased particle beam, huh? That'll wipe this complex right off the map.
Right.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue Jamie in that time.
I can't transmit here due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
Of course.
All right. Do it, Metal.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
Oh, no.
I understand.
Gillian, I'm sorry I couldn't help you better.
Don't worry about it. I'll be able to move faster by myself anyway. 30 minutes should be plenty. Go, Metal.
Yes, sir.
Ah!
Don't forget. 30 minutes.
30 minutes? Oh, this
Now
is
he's just gonna be talking to
tight.
himself.
That room's the only place left to check. Let's take a look.
Run. Oh, you bastards. Come on. Holy jeez. Oh. God damn it. It's gonna be rough. I have to like pay attention to actually where they are. Jeez. This is the final stretch here. This is brutal. As I said, it wouldn't be so bad if I can like shoot faster. Okay. I will keep going. I will do this. Oh, come on. Oh, damn it. I have to pay attention to actually where they come into the room there. God damn. I think I remember. I do remember this scene. I know I struggled with this. Okay. I said it's that half-second delay. It has to hit, and then you can fire again. Ah! I will do this. Really? Really? Ah! Oh, it's one of those things like it just, as soon as you just screw up that 1/2 second, then it's done. Okay. Just pull out the BFG, just boom. Okay. I will do this. I will beat this tonight.
ready for that. They almost
The
got
trick is
me.
they jumped on the side of the siren. You follow the initial clue.
All right.
Sometimes fail.
Let's open the next door.
Oh, man. There we go. We did it, though.
Doesn't look like there's anything here. Whoa!
This is much easier. Oh, one. There you go.
Jeez, these guys are tough. Of course, I didn't exactly expect them to welcome me with open arms. Okay, let's try this next door.
It's Jamie. That's a boom.
Jamie, are you all right?
Gillian, you came for me.
Are you hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me. Not until the new artificial skin is completed anyway.
Artificial skin research? You?
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
What happened? Tell me, Jamie.
They said they'd kill him. They said they'd kill Harry. They forced me. I had to help them with the skin development. They said I had to help them because the professor was ill. Wasn't getting any better. Gillian, the engineer Harry, he's our son. He's been living on his own now for 50 years.
Jamie, I'm afraid that Harry's...
There was nothing I could do. They forced me. But I can't do it anymore.
Jamie!
The professor, he just died. He was over 100.
The professor? What? This old man?
Don't you remember? It's Professor Modner. Professor Petrovich Modner.
Of course.
What? This old man is Modner?
That'd be awesome if there was reference to him in like the Metal Gear games.
Now, just to develop the
In
Snatcher's
the other chat.
artificial
For some
skin.
reason, it didn't let me type into it.
Terrible. Doing that to your own
Wouldn't let me
father.
type into it, or just won't let me show you?
Whose father? Jamie, I
me
don't have
check
any
this.
idea what you're talking about.
You really can't remember, can you?
Jamie, tell me. Tell me who I am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
No, you just finished the video. Oh,
Are you
nice.
sure you really want me to, Gillian? It's all so
In the other
awful,
chat, it wouldn't let me
but if you
type into it
must
for some
know, I'll
reason.
tell you.
Or it wouldn't let me just show it to you. Weird.
Try to remain calm, okay? 56 years ago, you and I were involved in a
Now we
top-secret
have
Soviet project.
quite some time. Now it's like a half-hour
Still
ending.
during the time of the Cold War. The gulf between East and West was as wide as ever. Everybody was worried about nukes. At that point,
It's like, what the heck?
world's
Yeah, it doesn't make
armies were
sense.
at their largest ever. Leaders still believed that a strong military meant a strong nation. There were rumors that there would be an agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, the major powers like the US began
Kojima
to get
really does not
involved
like
in a
nukes
space
at all.
weapons race. But not the Soviets.
As I was saying, is
The
first of all, it would
conservative
be
despots in
they
the
would not hear
Kremlin had
gunshots.
another, completely
You'd be
different idea
screaming
for
and jumping through the
gaining
glass window to be able to see them.
a horrible plan, something no one else would think of.
Ah, fuck this noise.
At that time, the countries of the communist bloc were facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for democracy were springing up all over. Communism itself was facing extinction. Facing pressure from the reformers, the Kremlin began to panic. And that's when that horrible, childish plan was launched.
And that was the Snatcher Project. Replace your enemy's leaders with puppets of your own. Then you control their governments, their economies, take over a country from the inside out.
That's right, Gillian. And to develop these robots, they assembled some of the most brilliant scientific minds
Well, the
from
fact
around
they
the
didn't
world.
call them killers, they're just
Some of them
snatchers.
were even brought in against their will. At the crux of that development effort was a group called the Frankenstein Project Team.
That'd be
You
one
and
hell
I
of a
were
way for
members of that team,
espionage, right?
Gillian. It was a 4-person team led by the late Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son, Elijah Modner, handled genetics and microbiology. For nanobiology and picobiology, myself. And for behavioral science and psychology, you, Gillian.
I was
Early development was carried
I was
out
going
at
for like a
in
bit.
Novosibirsk, but was later moved to a secret facility under the Kremlin. At the time, the
They're not killers. They're also snatchers or clankers.
Momentum, and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known. But some of the reformers did learn of the project, and they conspired with the US to block it. Gillian, you were a CIA special agent sent by the United States to infiltrate and sabotage the project.
I was CIA?
Yes, and the government knows that. That's why you were assigned to the Junker team.
What? Who am I?
Work on the project continued to go smoothly. But then, on June 6th, 1996, there was that accident. A mysterious explosion at the Chernobyl facility spread a bacterial weapon that was under development there into the atmosphere, destroying the country and the project.
Sound familiar?
Gillian, was it you? Did you set off that explosion?
What? You can't be serious. You think I caused the catastrophe?
Somehow, during the confusion, Professor Modner and our son Harry managed to get picked up by American agents. But we couldn't get out in time, you and I and Elijah. In a shelter below the Kremlin, we entered a cryogenic sleep. Our plan was to sleep there until the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely passed.
And then 48 years later, 3 years ago, we were discovered by the 17th Special Investigative Force.
Yes, but when they found us, Elijah's pod was already empty.
Elijah Modner? That guy whose picture was in the church? The one that looks like Random?
That's right, Elijah is alive! Elijah is here and working on the Snatchers.
Why don't you let me finish your little story?
Who's there?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jamie? Ah, yes. And Gillian.
I like how he still has a name badge there.
It's me, Jamie.
Elijah? Is that really you?
Random? No, not quite.
So you remember me, do you? I am Elijah Modnar, the only son of Professor Petrovich Modnar. I'm afraid I've grown somewhat old and feeble since we last met, however.
Elijah, why are you doing this? Your father, Professor Modner, he passed away a few minutes ago.
What? My father is dead?
Elijah!
Lucky bastard.
What happened to you? The Elijah I knew could never do anything like this.
I've changed, Jamie. These 40 years have changed me.
I can't believe it. What happened to you?
What happened to me? Jamie, do I actually
I have no more feet. I have
to you?
hoses.
Jamie, it's you. Your beauty is the cause of all that has come to pass here. 57 years
Freaking
ago,
incel.
I was obsessed with my research, yes, and with you, Jamie. At the time, I was still young, having just graduated with my genetic engineering degree. My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant. Your beauty, your smile, I was stricken. I saw something in you that I never felt with women of my own country. You warmed my cold, young heart, Jamie. You opened me up, and I couldn't stop my feelings.
Elijah.
That's my wife, dude.
Oh, I was so happy. The political situation was crumbling around us, but every day was a joy. I gained my father's trust, and with you there watching over me, I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project. However, my happiness did not last for long. Gillian, it was you. You showed up and all was ruined. You
Of course.
arrived and joined our project team. Far from home, Jamie found comfort in a man from the same land. Your relationship grew quickly, and all I could do was stand by and watch. Jamie and Gillian fell in love, were joined, and even had a child.
I like how angry he looks.
Even then, my feelings for you only grew stronger. Worried about me, my father tried to have me removed from the project, but I persisted. Jamie, I always wanted to be near you. And then, the democratic movements that had consumed the rest of the Eastern Bloc spread to our country as well. The Cold War was over. The hardliners who had pushed for its development were stripped of power and the project was cancelled. The reformers, trying to cover up the existence of such a crazed project, ordered that all materials related to it be destroyed and that we stand trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to their homeland. That's about the time that I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a CIA agent, and that you were trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us out. I'm no politician. I couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was my research and Jamie.
And my
I
woman.
was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that was.
Elijah.
That is when I decided, I swore I would see that secret crazed project through to the end. At the time, the bioroids were 80% finished. The main part, their endostructure, was essentially completed. But we still were having trouble with the artificial skin. The area
So
that
essentially,
Gina and I were assigned to.
he just wants a sex
We
bot.
called it artificial skin, but there was of course no need to duplicate T lymphocytes, Langerhans cells, or endocrine cells. All we needed was keratinized cells and melanocytes to provide the pigment. With the artificial protein development techniques that we had in those days, full-scale synthetic cell development was very difficult. Research like this took months.
AI dolls at the end. I knew it.
The
Some
original
love
project
dolls.
called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country. In other words, a whole nation or an entire city had to be snatched over the course of one night.
Man, Kojima's like,
That reason,
he saw the future well in advance, eh?
which could quickly and effectively kill the population of the country, was being simultaneously developed.
Lucifer Alpha.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing. For someone like myself, who was closely involved in the project, blowing up the lab was quite a simple task.
My God, Elijah, do you know what you're saying? That explosion killed half the world's population.
I moved all the materials and records essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter and executed my plan on June 6th. After sealing off the lab, I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter, and we entered a cryogenic sleep. But not before I programmed an atmospheric research satellite to transmit a wake signal when the danger from Lucifer Alpha had passed.
And 10 years later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into a non-toxic form.
But the automatic revival system failed to work.
Oh no, it worked. Just as planned. It revived me 10 years later. A little sooner than the two of you, of course.
But even though you sealed the lab with
And-
the explosion,
and Harry as
you
well.
should have been exposed. Why weren't you?
Oh, I was. But by that time, the vaccine L Angels had already been developed.
So everything went just as you planned it then.
Yes, up until that point. But my real struggle was yet to come. My original plan was to revive Jamie as well, and for the two of us
That
to
is
finish
Elon
the
Musk if he lives long
development
enough.
of
Pretty much, eh?
bioweapons. You, Gillian, you were to stay asleep forever. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not after looking at Jamie's peaceful face there in the pod. Besides, I could never have convinced her to work with me on the project anyway. I knew the time was not yet right, so I changed the timers of your pods to permanent on.
How? How could you do such a thing?
And so for the next 40 years, I worked alone in that cold and lonely room under the Kremlin, trying to complete the artificial skin for the Snatchers. For days and days, no one would visit me. I never saw the sun or felt the changing of the seasons.
That's most nerds in their basement.
I always had Jamie by my side. You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years in that dark cellar.
Oh, you poor, poor man.
And then, 3 years ago, my research was finally completed. First, I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then, to test the effect of large-scale snatch
Evan,
operations,
yeah, 2 streams in one day, man.
Neo Kobe City to be my experiment.
I want to finish this game, so.
Neo Kobe is cut off from the surrounding areas, a sort of miniature country.
Must have felt bad. Nah, it's all good.
Perfect test site. And since it's a melting pot of various races, it would also allow me to gather extensive data on Snatcher modification and operational techniques.
Oh, my controller died.
The element of suspicion or mistrust, which runs deep in Japanese culture, was another reason I chose this site.
But your test revealed a critical flaw in your machine's artificial skin.
Yes, quite unexpected, I'm afraid. All my research for 40 years.
This is just a little bit long-winded.
I worked day and night to find a solution, but nothing seemed to work.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
That's correct. I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind.
I don't know which one looks better.
He would not cooperate with
So many people tapped in today? A few.
He'd never become involved in something like that.
Not the best
so unable to
numbers I got, but I don't care about that.
I decided that I had
I'm enjoying the people who hang out here anyway, so.
But a mistake on my part allowed both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can never get Jamie back.
I'm only interested in discovering what I can of the human animal. In the past, it was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, the tiniest speck of suspicion can destroy it all. Look at how
actually that's very true.
Has caused such wild unrest. No matter how much science advances or how high we set our ideals, we eventually begin to suspect each other, to hate each other, and then to kill each other. The Snatchers are nothing more than a tool for bringing out this reaction. I am simply using the Snatchers to elicit the true nature of the human animal. I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society. I sincerely doubt it will be able to reach any greater level of prosperity on its own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater heights, what is needed is an absolute leader, a firm ruler who isn't affected by these trivial episodes of mistrust.
You're crazy if you think people would ever obey Snatchers.
Of course they wouldn't. But if they don't know, they cannot object. There has been a time in every age that the people have longed for a god to lead them. As long as they give the people no reason to suspect them, then they can easily become their gods, indeed, a new race of super beings. We are almost there. Once we perfect the artificial skin, Snatchers will transcend man to become this planet's true human beings.
But you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
I no longer have any use for my father. I have a sample of the new skin he developed. Once I've analyzed it, I'll be able to make as much as I need. Or if need be, we could simply culture the keratinized cells, epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the quantities that we need.
What are you talking about? How could you get a sample
That's
of
all mumbo
defective
jumbo, man.
artificial skin?
Why don't you take a look at this? We found this in the rubble of Queen's Hospital.
Random.
Random?
Oh, an acquaintance of yours?
He's a snatcher?
That term isn't exactly accurate. This bioroid was constructed by my father without my knowledge. He modeled it after me in my youth. He built it right here in this facility. And not only that, he programmed it to destroy Snatchers. This bioroid caused me serious difficulties. It's designed and built far better than my Snatchers. The machine itself thought it was human. My father input memories for it all the way.
It's like a precursor to Metal Gear 4.
Those two
It's like the ending's like 4 hours long.
Haven't you yet realized? Random Hajil is Elijah Modner spelled backwards. How like my father, silly old man. He did virtually overnight what I could not do in 40 years of effort. Furthermore, he makes a bioroid so perfect.
Dude will explain his childhood next.
Bioroid itself.
I'm on my 5th birthday.
To be real.
My dad didn't get me a truck.
More, the cells of the
No,
skin
instead he got me a baseball glove.
Once
And since then, I just didn't know what I wanted in life.
Or culturing is necessary.
Is he dead?
Its main and locomotive systems are completely shut down. It's just scrap now. But the artificial skin is being kept alive. This we need. With this, we can move to phase 2 of our plan of full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter? Nothing holds us back now that we have this perfect skin. We can go anywhere
like
we
my
want,
perfect skin.
And there will be no way to tell us apart. I will have free control over the world. Nothing will be able to stop me. Politics and free thought will no longer have any meaning. My will alone will decide the course of human history.
You egomaniac. Do you think you can snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated Snatcher factory under the Kremlin. As we speak, scores of new Snatchers are being born.
But no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to snatch the people's heart and soul. What do you hope to gain from this anyway?
Jamie, the human race is composed of fools. But I'm different. I will be its savior. Indeed, not just of mankind, but of all life on the planet.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Metal!
In 10 minutes, this church will be struck by a phased particle beam. I am guiding the beam from the attack satellite using GPS.
Master Terminator 2 with this type of ending. Oh, God, that'd be so long.
Within a 2 to 3 kilometer radius from me will be destroyed.
Stop this foolishness now. I will not have my research destroyed by some souped-up pocket calculator.
Metal, what happened
By
at the
some
summit?
Metal Gear.
Delegates, worried about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use of nuclear weapons on the city. The military is presently imposing a quarantine on Neo Kobe.
What? Do they intend to kill everybody?
The populace is in a state of panic. However, they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phased particle beam. This is our last chance. I will handle things here. Gillian, Jamie, you two must flee.
You insignificant mass of metal. You'll never...
One move and I detonate. Gillian, run!
Metal, this is crazy!
We can't let a single Snatcher get out of here. And this new artificial skin has to be destroyed as well.
I will not allow some talking scrap pile to get away with this. If you were the
He's like, I gotta think of other names for him.
Then I'll just have
This
him
bucket
thrown
of
out
bolts.
here.
This
Grab this little one and take him out of here.
collection of wires. Uh-oh.
Metal!
Cowardly little robot.
You always were a real pain in the butt.
Wait, how would you hear that voice if he was in the...
What's that?
What? How did... You're supposed to be deactivated.
I don't go down that easy, old man.
Stop this.
Why is he putting him in a headlock? He's on...
Shut up!
in a wheelchair.
Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we? And you Snatchers, you touch the little guy and the old man's head comes off. Random! I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian, you only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle is just outside on standby. Use that to flee.
Let me go. I'm Elijah Modner. I'm your original.
I don't care if I'm an original or a copy or what. You and I are gonna die right here. If we both die, there won't be a copy anymore now, will there?
The stupid logic of a simpleton, of a machine.
Whatever it is, it's my will!
Machines have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves.
We'll see about that.
You have 4 minutes. You must go. And don't forget to take care of the factory under the Kremlin.
Stop!
Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random.
Gillian, you become one hell of a junker.
Gillian, it has been most recreational being your partner.
Oh, Metal!
If you can, try to pick up the pieces for me, okay? Like we did for Little John.
Little John? Oh! Okay, Metal.
Oh yeah, that thing. At the very beginning of the game.
You only have 3 minutes.
Thanks! Thanks, you two! Jamie, come on!
No! Don't let her go! No!
You pathetic old fool! You don't even know how to love someone!
You stupid machine! What is that idiotic grin supposed to mean?
By snatching you, I'm finally gonna get my real self back!
Random, there's less than 1 minute to go. Thanks to you, everything will be fine.
Yay.
You don't owe me any thanks. Sorry to get you involved in such a big job. You did great. You're a hell of a junker.
3, 2, 1, here it comes!
Later, kid!
Orbital strike. Just overkill. Game over. Totally Akira. Pretty much, eh? I should watch Akira again. I haven't watched that movie in a long time.
So you're really going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back. And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now. Wait for me. I want to be with you, but first I've got to destroy this terrible factory of theirs. Jamie, when I get back, let's try living together again. What do you say?
Nah.
We'll be waiting for you too.
Katrina! Mika! You're here too?
Just a harem.
You gotta be happy, Buster, with all these beautiful women seeing you off.
I'm happy you came. Let me introduce my wife.
Jamie Seed. I suppose it's a little odd introducing myself a second time, though.
What do you mean? You've never met them before, have you?
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're good friends.
Huh?
Oh shit, she
Since
hesitated.
when?
It's the first time I've met her in person, but I've spoken with her on the video phone a lot of times.
What? Have you guys been talking about me behind my back?
Yep. Your husband's a creeper. Alright, so then here, look at Jamie. I'm really sorry for all of the worry I caused you. And we gotta talk to Mika 3 times. Try and learn more about what got your relationship started. Before I knew it, we really became close, didn't we? Our relationship has gone beyond from just being just friends. Beyond just friends? Sounds pretty good to me. Oh, don't be stupid, Gillian. You have a warped mind sometimes, you know? Alright, that one's done. Katrina. I was telling Mika about how lonely it was being home alone all the time, and she just told me that Jamie was always worried about me. So I gave her a video phone call. Even with Alice gone, I was really lonely. Katrina. They're both really easy to talk to, so it's like I got 2 real sisters now. Aw. They're just like family to me. While you're away, I just hope it's okay that Jamie to come over and live with me. Yeah, I got no problem with that at all. It'll shorten my commute as well. Also, I'll be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Great, I'm so happy. Aw. Roommates. It's so nice to have somebody else living in the house with me. And now, talk to Jamie. I'm so tired of living alone. Maybe I'll ask Katrina if I can move in with her in the near future. Weren't you guys just talking about that? I feel almost as if we got a new little sister. It's really wonderful. Katrina is such a cheerful and sweet kid. This video phone was sci-fi almost 4 years ago.
Have they finalized what they're going to do about Junker operations? I suppose this will end up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means...
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions. That puts us above the regular cops.
Ooh. So the government has decided that crime by machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
They've chosen the new chief, too. So when you get back, you'll get to meet the new head honcho.
Well, it's comforting to know I've got a place I can come back to.
That he's not the one who's in charge now? Have a safe trip, Captain Seed. Captain Obvious. What, me? A captain? Not bad first rank for someone like me who was in the military.
Whatever you do, just come home safe, okay?
When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep with me, you know.
No, what?
I won't forget my promises to either of you. Oops, almost forgot. Of course, I want to spend some private moments with my wife, too, huh? What's wrong, Jamie?
Harry and I will be waiting for you to get home.
That's Harry's hat.
We can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before, but with love and trust.
That
I know, Jamie.
Music took a very dark tone.
I'll see you, Jamie.
Wait for me!
Yay!
You please!
Sega CD.
Metal?
Yes, sir! We didn't have a good frame to work with, so this is just a temporary body. Just call me Metal Gear, Sega CD for now.
So they found your memory chip in one piece, eh?
Random protected it from the blast of the beam.
Random, huh? Wait a second. I've heard that sneeze somewhere before.
Really? I didn't hear anything. Anyway, I want to know if you'll take me with you. Please, Gillian, please take me with you.
Hurry up and get on board.
Oh, those self-inserts from Sega.
Sir, Gillian.
So why Sega is one of my favorite companies. I wonder what his design would have been on the PlayStation version of this. Or on the PC 88. And there we go. Snatcher is now complete. We get some like
throughout history, suspicion has always bred conflict. The real conflict, though, resides in people's hearts.
That's so deep.
This conflict has just begun.
And there we go. There we go. We are done with Metal Gear. Creator Hideo Kojima. This is good. This is such a good... This was such a good game, and it just sucks that there was actually a 4th chapter. I understand that it got canceled or something like that, or they just never finished it. But yeah, this game is so good. So good. As I said, it is quirky, but it definitely would, it definitely still ages really well. Like, the storyline is so good. It's just something you don't see often too much, you know? So then if anything, we can go and try Policenauts too, like the pseudo sequel to this. That one has a lot more Metal Gear references in that than anything else too. So just the smooth jazz. Wow. Yeah, as I said, like, I think this would be a cool shadow drop if Konami came in and like announced like, hey, we got a new game coming out, Snatcher remake, and it's out now. Like, I'd be so down for that. And as I said, it's like, God, how much is... Actually, I don't know how much. I haven't checked the cost of Snatcher anymore. eBay. Snatcher Sega CD. It is currently going boxed. It is currently going for $1,400. Yeah, smooth 80s sleepy jazz. Perfect at this time of night, right? Right for bed. Unboxed copy of Snatcher is $763 right now. Crazy. Box only. Snatcher Sega CD game, complete in box, Holy Grail Metal Gear, pre-owned, $2,500, $2,600. Wow. And then you can buy the Sega CD one or the Sega Saturn version for $145. Wow. Craziness. And actually, I know one of my buddies or one of my brother's buddies has this game. He still has it. So craziness. That's why I think like some of these games, like, they should be experienced. I think like more people should play something like this, but I think that they should have the online version of it. $40, $50, sure. And then you can play it, because paying that much for a game, so especially then the CD rot, then your everything might fail and all that. Is it really worth it? I don't know. As I said, I'm all for games being re-released on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever. I'm all for that. Like, but until not, I have no issue with acquiring it, you know what I mean? And doing it this way rather than paying extreme prices. It'd be like watching, like, I don't know, find a cult classic movie. We'll just say, hey, you can't play, you can't watch Lord of the Rings. You want to watch it, you have to go pay someone, yeah, $5,000 to watch it. It's like, that's unfair. So, yeah. It needs more. But there we go. Is there going to be anything after the credits? Probably not. They don't have anything after credits. I do like that artwork, though. Or is it just going to keep playing? produced by Konami. I'll never pay for games over $50. I think it all depends on what it is. If it's a game that you know is going to be good, like GTA, you know it's going to be $100, right? Some people will pay for it, which is fine, but I'm always going to wait for dropping prices. Like perfect example right now is Clear Obscure, one of my favorite games of all time. Still too expensive right now. So there we go. And anything? Oh. Anything else? Nope. Konami logo. I guess there's also a secret ending too. If you beat the game without even saving, and just sit down and just play it all in one single shot, you get a different ending or additional ending to it. So there we go. So that was that. So there we go. That was fun. I enjoyed that. So, but now the greater question is, now what do we play next after this? We have so much we could play. Knowing me, I'll probably be more Escape from Duckov. That game's stupid fun. So, but there we go. And it's just in time for bed. Yay! I get to go to work tomorrow. That was a nice stream, too. Thanks for showing us the ending. Oh, of course. I don't like jumping ending. I don't like to. If it's a story-based game, I'd love to sit down with everyone and experience it together too, right? Or if it's games that people never have or anything like that, I would love to do that more often. Like as I said, I don't like doing the whole competitive games or like playing Apex or something or Call of Duty. It's just never been my thing. I like story-based games. I enjoy that a lot more. And for some people, they just kind of like they want to watch a movie, so why not? So yeah. Oh, good times though. Good times. So there we go. But all right. So with all that being said though, I think I'm gonna call it a night because yeah, it is late. I have to go to bed because I have to get up at 6. But I want to see that ending to the end. The ending did take a long time, but so it's all good though. But all right, so with that being said, I'm getting ended here. Thank you everyone who was here for the stream tonight. Have a good work tomorrow. I don't want to go to work. I'm enjoying the days off. I'd rather sit here and stream more. Got to get popular enough so that I can do this one day. So, all right. So with all that being said, thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. Have yourself a good evening. If it's or sleep well, if you have to work tomorrow, or if it's today, if it's during the day for you, enjoy the rest of your day. If it's nighttime for you guys, have a good sleep, and we'll talk to you guys in the next one. Later.